Good evening, vampires, werewolves, and all other nocturnal beings. Welcome to Tiddies by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade actual play run entirely by creatures of marginalized genders and presented by Tabletop Tiddies. My name is Kelly, my pronouns are they, them, and I will be your storyteller for tonight. Before we get into the episode, we want to acknowledge the colonial history of Canada and how Canada has and continues to take from the Indigenous people. The effects of colonization are still felt to this day, and we acknowledge that this episode is being recorded on the stolen lands of the Anishinaabe, Chippewa, Haudenosaunee, Wendat, Sequetmik, Apache, Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Coast Salish, and Cheyenne First Nations. If you would like to know more about the effects of colonization and support some Indigenous charities and organizations, you can go to the resources page on our website at tabletoptitties.com/resources. With me, I am joined by the investigators of the Occult and Unusual.
Hello, I think it's me first, right?
It's you first
sure.
today.
It is now. Hi, my name is Evelyn. Matchette. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Imogen Wright, the Salubri, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Hello, everybody. I am Charlene Bear. I go by Char. My pronouns are she, they. And I play Octavia Miller, the Tremere, whose pronouns are she, her.
Hello. My name is Rachel Theilade. My pronouns are she, her, and I am once again playing Evelyn Stormloft, the Nosferatu, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Hi, I'm Casper. Wait, that's my name. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a professional. I am playing Belgium Jerry, the gang girl himbo, whose pronouns are he, him.
Hi, I'm Dare. My pronouns are she, they, and Faye. That sounds right to me. And I'm playing Leon Cavallo, your resident Toreador, pronouns he, him, who's done nothing wrong and never will.
I love your necklace tonight, Dare. This
Oh,
like
this is
choker.
the shirt.
It's the shirt, yeah.
It's just the shirt. Holy cow. Love it.
Before we get into our episode, we've got sponsors to thank. Inspire to create a space you can be proud of at Inspire to Create Shop, a small Canadian business supporting and sourcing their materials from other small Canadian businesses. They have everything to make your space as cool and nerdy as possible. They have cheeky and funny decals to personalize your walls and cars, and dishwasher-safe mugs sporting your favorite class for when you come out of a long rest. Roll for initiative with Inspire to Create's Dice Towers and get one for yourself using our code Tiddies by Night for a discount at Inspire, 2, Create Shop on Etsy.
We are using Sirenscape tonight to help make our stream more atmospheric. It allows you to have sound effects, music. You can input your sire's voices in if you'd like to. It's free, so you can use it too at sirenscape.com.
And today we would like to give a special shout out once again to our friends over at Vorpal Tales. They are amazing and you should absolutely check them out. Join Vorpal Tales through the digital looking glass and experience all of their terrifying tales and awesome adventures. They live for RPGs, maestros of horror, mavens of adventure, actual plays, RPG chats, and podcasts 12 times a week. They also create tabletop RPG supplements, and several of them are tabletop RPG authors. Their signature lineup of their weekly shows includes Labyrinths and Legends, Candlelit Chronicles, Fantastic Fables, Tales from the Toy Box, Awesome Adventures, Moxie, Mythos, and Mystery, Stories of the Supernatural, Pathfinder Archives, Terrifying Tales, and the Vorpal World of Darkness. They're partnered with a variety of excellent organizations, including Norse Foundry, Free League Helmgast, Dungeon Crate, and Alchemy RPG, among many others. They've showcased a variety of games, both big and small, from small publishers, Kickstarters, to new game launches. Check them out and see what they can offer you. There's plenty of things to go around for everyone. Come down the rabbit hole and see what they have to offer at twitch.tv/VorpalTales.
When we started streaming tonight, I noticed that we were only 7 followers away from the devil's number. So if you're watching and you haven't given us a follow yet on Twitch, go ahead and hit that follow button. Also, I mean, if you're feeling generous, or if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to the channel and get super sweet emotes, including Marge, or in this case, since we're playing Vampire tonight, Marguerite. And, give that money to some independent artists instead of the big Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give it to us, the big vampire stream.
We're huge.
We're so big.
So big.
Almost it's the devil's number. Possible triggers for tonight. Darkness, disregard for human life, immolation, and vampire stuff. If any of that affects you, feel free to mute, walk away, come back for the VOD, whatever you need to feel safe. Speaking of safe, is everybody ready?
No.
Oh, heck yeah.
Good.
Sorry.
Previously on Tiddies by Night, the IOU began their week-long investigation to prove that Albrecht orchestrated the attack on their office. But first, they had to follow the premonition Octavia had, leading to Hyde Park, the possible location of Marguerite. As they walked through the city, Octavia called her semi-ghouled horse Fiend, who came running to her master's aid, also bringing along Travis. They learned that Travis was there during the night of the attack and had heard Imogen being murdered. He took her body and fled for safety, spent a lot of his money to bury her, and has been putting flowers on her grave. The group hurried to the graveyard where she was buried and, using Evelyn's blood, managed to bring her out of torpor. Imogen informed the group that it had been Tonita, one of Evelyn's trusted officers, who had attacked her. This led Evelyn to disappear into the night. Leon procured a ride for the coterie through some subtle manipulation, and they took a carriage ride to the edge of the park, Jerry getting a little familiar with their driver in the meantime. Meanwhile, Evelyn snuck into the sewers of the IOU to look for Tonita. She found the headquarters of her gang had been cleared out, and there were traces of William's blood on the ground. She made her way into the IOU to find that there were much fewer bodies than she remembered, and came to the realization that Ravnos must somehow be involved. Back at the park, their driver fled, urging the group not to enter. The howls of wolves sent an ill feeling through the air. Disregarding that, they ventured into the woods.
I got it.
I was like, what?
Wait a minute.
I got it.
Through a dark and twisted path, Imogen couldn't help shake the feeling that something evil was in the air. But we're going to jump back a bit. About 20 years or so, we see a beautiful redstone manor house bordered by a small river. Its many spires pierce the dark night, and a small carriage is seen leading along the riverbanks. Inside the home, we see meticulously decorated halls, all the latest trappings of wealth, and a collection of melancholy mortals lounging like furniture. In the middle of a large gallery room, its walls covered in art, is a modest crate with Stormloft burnt into the side of it. A small family insignia just above it. There are two figures in this room. One is a tall man with elongated features, a beautiful but sunken face, and bold-colored clothing draping from his body. He creates the silhouette of an elegant jellyfish. This is Cyrus Ale, the Herald of Elysium. And the other figure is Evelyn. Apologies for making you deliver these yourself, but I needed to have a word with you, and there's no safer place I trust besides this very room.
But of course, I'm always happy to lend a hand, and I curtsy very politely, but also like raising an eyebrow, like, what do you need?
He kind of like reaches one hand forward and bows, and all of the cloth just sort of like hits the ground and creates this pool underneath him as he comes back up. I imagine these are the sabers that I have ordered.
Of course. You will see that the craftsmanship is immaculate.
Well, I would hope so. You did put in a good word for the Stormloft family, and kind of like raises an eyebrow at you. Now, on to other business, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I have been making some attempts at Elysium to spread the good word of what you and the other Nosferatu are doing. It's rather not peculiar, impressive, I would say, that you've managed to gather the beggars and ne'er-do-wells around you as such that you have. Tell me a little bit more about that, as I may be able to address this with the prince later.
Well, the best way to find the secrets of London is to have eyes and ears everywhere, and London has its fair share of beggars, thieves, and ne'er-do-wells. They are the perfect people to add to my employment.
And they were okay with switching employment so suddenly?
They thought nothing of it. In fact, some of them find my payment, as I slice a bit of my thumb, quite delectable.
You see him kind of wince a little bit as this the smell of your blood sort of fills the air, and he says, "Of course." Well,
Apologies. I have a little handkerchief that I dab it in, and it should go away.
Well,
You get my point.
yes, of course. And for the record, some would deem this as bribery. I would advise you to maybe keep it under the rug for now. It'll look a little bit better if the Herald speaks well of the Nosferatu under his own judgment.
Fair enough. I will say that they are very, very well taken care of. You can just leave it at that.
Excellent. Well, I will inform you as soon as your presence is requested at Elysium. Ever a pleasure, Miss Evelyn. I must politely ask that you leave. I have a guest arriving soon who may not be too keen on your current state.
Very well. And the pleasure is mine. As I once again curtsy and immediately activate Cloak of Shadows and leave.
It's about this time that the carriage stops in front of the home, and out steps Leon Cavallo, looking a little bit brighter, a little bit more life in his cheeks. And you're greeted by the regular cavalcade of just ennui mortals that sort of lead you through the halls towards this gallery room where you see your paramour, Cyrus, sort of turns around and sort of perks up a little bit. Oh, Leon, it's a bit later than you usually arrive.
Oh, my apologies. Certain nights it's just hard to keep track of the time, I was just here and there and I thought about...
Wait. Do not move. This pose is perfect. Stay. And Cyrus runs to the side of the room and pulls out an easel and grabs a fresh canvas and immediately sets it up and starts mixing paints and spends several hours painting Leon, being very particular about the pose and staying still. We cut to a month later. Leon, you enter the room once more, as you do many nights. But you notice not the usual perky Cyrus, but a very manic and poorly kept Cyrus. You see on the walls around you are strange depictions of you in various states of decay and rot and age. And Cyrus looks at you and says, Leon, is that you?
Yes, it is. How are you doing?
I have to paint you.
As always, yes. Is there a pose you would like today?
No. No, I have to paint you as you are. Please. Come sit with me. Let us talk for a bit.
Of course. This is nothing I love more than talking.
How long have we been together?
You can't ask me questions like that. It's felt like forever.
Yes, forever. And you have enjoyed it, our time.
Yes. No, if I didn't want to be here, I simply wouldn't be.
Good. What do you see when you look at the walls?
Mostly myself.
Yes. This is how you will be soon. But you aren't yet. You're perfect, and sort of like brushes the side of your cheek a little bit.
I do appreciate the flattery, but it seems like there's something else on your mind at this moment.
I can't watch you decay, Leon. It wouldn't be right to the world to allow such a work of art to rot and die.
I mean, ravages of time come for us all, my dear. Is there something that you would like to do? One final masterpiece, as it were?
Yes. Yes, I would like to make another piece. Perhaps a different medium than what we've been working with.
Oh, I can always appreciate experimenting with art.
How would you like to be preserved forever? As you are?
I'm not 100% sure I follow. I mean, that's what all of your art has been. It's capturing me in that particular moment. I'm not sure how we could keep me preserved forever, more so than how we already.
I must tell you something, my dear.
Anything.
I am not like you. Well, obviously, you're a masterpiece. I have power within me. I have vision, yes, as you can see. This is an extension of what I was before I was changed, but I have power within me to preserve you, to preserve your presence. It may hurt, but you will last forever. We can be together forever, as you are and as I am.
That's quite a commitment you're asking for.
Do you want this? Or do you want this? And gestures around you to the decayed, rotting faces and aged Leons around him.
There is truly no better gift to the world than an eternity of me.
I agree, my love.
I trust you implicitly. You know this.
And we must start new. Meet me outside in the carriage. Once you
Of
have burned
course.
this place to the ground, once you have removed all traces of what you might be, meet me in the carriage.
Of course.
And he sort of like takes one more glance at you and swooshes his clothes and leaves the room. And you are left in this mausoleum to your imminent age, and several small lanterns in the room.
I think of anything worth taking from here,
Hmm.
probably like a single like ring.
Interesting enough, as you look around for anything worth taking, you do see a few bits of jewelry. You can keep one of the more expensive rings. And you also see by the bedside is a saber, well preserved in a sheath, with the Stormloft family insignia etched into the side of it.
Wonderful. I believe I'll take that as well.
Excellent. Anything else?
I think I write a small eulogy to myself. And I think that'll probably be the initial piece of kindling I use to light this place up.
Excellent. And as you burn this eulogy and drop it to the ground, the old papers and discarded bits of paintings slowly begin to light. And you see the room around you begin to like melt a bit as you walk away. And sure enough, just outside in the carriage is Cyrus looking away from the house, sort of recoiling from the flickering light that is now filling the night sky. And another person sits across from him. Someone you recognize from the house, but Cyrus has never introduced you. And they're dressed in very much like almost mourning clothes. And as you enter, Cyrus offers his hand to help you in. Do you
I believe
trust
I'm
me?
ready. Absolutely. Who's your friend now?
Oh, just a little something for the road. And as he says that, you feel two sharp points in your neck as you are drained of all your blood. And the next thing you remember is hunger and feeding. And that feeling lingers in you as you are walking through Hyde Park. You are remembering this feeling of becoming a kindred for the first time. And everybody around Leon can sort of notice him zoning out a little bit.
Is something the matter? Your energy has shifted, Leon.
Yeah, Leo, you all right?
Yes, of course. I am sorry, just dozing off a little. Nothing to worry about.
Not the right time for that, mate.
You
You're
know,
supposed to be my manager. You gotta be heading the game.
well, of course, I was sort of going over my lines.
Oh, right,
sort of falling
right,
into
yeah.
a bit of an actor's stupor, if you will.
Okay. Right, I don't know what a stupor is, but yeah, I believe you.
I love that about you, my friend.
Right.
And as all of you have stepped into this sort of very twisted version of Hyde Park, again, a lot of you either haven't been in here before or haven't been here in a while, except for Jerry. But there's something definitely wrong with the woods. You can still hear the howling and barking, but there aren't any like small creatures scuttling about. The air almost feels still. You notice specifically that like no leaves are falling. And it's almost this like vignette of a forest. And Imogen, you still feel that like immense evil coming from within.
Boy, seem a bit rowdy tonight.
Imogen does a sign of the cross. Something's not right here.
What do you mean?
It's just something feels not quite good.
Well, it's a park in the middle of the night, love. Full of werewolves. Nothing about that sentence is good.
Right, that's probably just all it is, isn't it? That's it. All right, that's probably it.
Never second
No
guess
chance of getting
yourself,
another-
Imogen.
There's no chance of getting another snack before we go into whatever we're doing here now, is there? Quite.
I don't know what you're down to eat, but no, I tend to stick to sailors, like outbound sailors.
That's not really what I like.
We are in the forest, sweetheart. You might be able to find something.
Would it be safe?
As long as you don't go too far.
I can keep an eye out for you, Emmy.
Yeah, if I can try to find a snack, if I am to be at all helpful in whatever's coming up.
All right, give me a composure and animal canon.
I'll post up as lookout.
Give me a wits and awareness, Jerry.
Oh, son of a monkey.
Hey. Composure and animal ken plus specific animal, because I'm assuming I'm gonna be looking for squirrels.
Sure. That is what you're looking for, yes.
What do I get another specialty for plants? Because we're in the woods.
You're not gonna eat plants.
Damn it! I'm trying here.
2 successes.
Nice.
2 successes.
Could have been real edgy and rouse the blood, even though you need more help.
I got pure hunger. The whole point is that I don't want to rouse the blood right now.
What do you mean? You don't want to risk it?
Gambling.
I mean,
Yeah.
no.
So, as the group is sort of following this path through the woods, Imogen is sort of like running off the path a little bit, looking for any creatures.
Reminds me of like Little Red Riding Hood straying
That's
from
exactly
the
what I
path.
was thinking. Oh, fuck me.
Yup.
Oh, God damn it.
And you
More stupid Into the Woods references. I'm ready.
you stumble far enough off the path that you can still see your allies. Although, 2 questions. A, do you have any form of being able to see in the dark? And B, is anybody making any light?
I have heightened senses, and that doesn't require me to do a rouse check. So if it's dark, I would probably be like, eyeballs. Now
Cool.
I can see.
All right.
That would make my forehead bleed. So
I
I don't know what consequences that's
mean,
going to do.
I'll say you're far enough away when you do
Okay,
it.
cool.
You find what appears to be a circle of stones, about like yay big, that have sort of been disturbed. You can tell that it is a circle built, and one of them has sort of been like shifted out of place. And you see a small black furred creature sitting in the middle of it.
Can I have any more description other than small black fur?
Kind of like it's like
is it like raccoon sized,
It's
or
like
is
a
it like
British football sized in a clump of black fur.
It's a skunk.
if I could get skunked? I'm like not about it. Does it look like it's in pain or anything? Like,
No.
is it?
You can only
It's
tell that
just-
it's like it's
it
basically like curled up and it's just like slowly moving in and out as if it's breathing.
And I don't recognize it at all.
So you can't see color and it is just a dark. Jerry, you do see Imogen. Jerry, you do see Imogen pining over, like kind of just sitting there going,
Emmy, what you find?
Well, there's something. It's in a circle of rocks, and it looks kind of suspicious that it's this perfect circle of rocks, and I can't really tell what kind of creature it is, so I don't really want to attack it. Just in case it's something maybe nice, or if in case it's a skunk, I don't really want to get all smelly, you know.
Look, you hungry?
Very.
They ate it.
But what it?
Can I go
I'm
over
gonna
there and,
like
just
nudge
smash
a
it?
toe. I'm like with just a toe, nudge one of the rocks, and then jump away because I'm scared.
You kind of kick one of the rocks and it kind of goes like. But Jerry, you said you were going up to hit it.
I'm gonna hit it and then hand it to Imogen.
Oh my god.
As you step over the barrier of the rocks, the ground sort of gives way a little bit as you see these like almost like dry dusted cracks appear, and the ball of fur sort of like elongates a little bit, and you can see this like long furry creature sticking out of the ground with two red eyes looking at you, and it sort of like twists and looks between the two of you and then recedes into the ground as it sort of like creates this hole where it was.
Oh,
I
Emmy,
grabbed
that's bigger than
Jerry
you said
and
it
pull
was.
it back. Sorry?
That's
was
a
that?
lot
Do you
bigger
know
than
what
you
that
said it was.
Well, you went into the circle, and the circle, I knew it was something funny about that, and is it gone? It's gone now for reals?
You see what almost looks like a large gopher hole now receding into the ground.
Right, love. I'm about to. I'm not sticking my hand in that.
Are you suggesting that I stick my hand in that?
You're the one who's hungry.
I don't want to stick my hand in that.
Right then. You want to join the group?
I guess so.
Yeah. We'll
Hey,
just leave it
Octavia!
here.
Or Leon, you want to stick your hand in a hole?
Oh my. I usually like to wait until I know someone very well, but I guess there's no one I know better than you, Imogen, but I don't think I
What?
feel that way about you.
What?
Context would be
Overhead.
absolutely essential here.
What?
Oh, right. So this big furry thing was in a hole and it got bigger and then it kind of like just dipped back in the little gopher hole, and I'm not sticking my hand in it, and Emmy don't want to stick her hand in it. So you all want to do it.
I honestly, I appreciate the thought. I don't know what about me is ever conveyed I'd be the type of person to do that.
Well, I'm not asking, Emmy's asking.
Would I know? Can I make a roll to see if I would know what sort of creature this is?
Yeah, give me a intelligence and animal kin.
Oh, I was hoping it would be occult. Animal can. Don't worry, still pretty good with that. Not amazing at it, but you know. 3 successes.
It sounds like a rabbit or something that has been kind of messed up.
It's not an occult creature that I can think of, but perhaps these woods are affecting the animals held within. Perhaps it was just a regular sort of raccoon or bunny or something.
I forgot to mention. It was in this stone circle, and I stepped in it. Well, the circle, not the creature.
And
I didn't
then?
step in the creature. Oh, and then it got bigger, and then it sucked in the hole.
But it was small before.
Aye.
It's just like it was curled up and having a little bit of a rest. But then
Well,
it wasn't, and then it was gone.
perhaps you better not eat anything in these woods, Imogen.
That's fine. I'll be fine. I'm sure everything will be fine.
Leon.
Is Fiend still with me? Sorry.
Did you bring Fiend into the woods?
I think I would have tied her outside.
All right, so then no. Prophet is.
Yeah,
Prophet is not happy. Not a happy camper.
but I'm not gonna offer Prophet as a blood bag. Fiend is big enough that she could have taken it, but
Leon, as the three of them are sort of discussing what this is, and you're a little bit like lost in thought, you begin to see small red lights appearing in the trees around you. Almost like eyes.
Would this be possible to use Auspex?
Sure. You want to use Sense the Unseen?
Yes.
All right.
Maybe I can see them a little better.
Give me a Resolve and Auspex.
Okay. Now let me. I don't have the most resolve in the world, but I got heart, and that's
that's all you need.
okay. Okay, and I don't see a thing. Nothing. Zero.
You sort of like reach out your energy into the woods, and it's almost like it's dissipating out. Like you usually are able to like almost through like echolocation a little bit, but instead it sort of gets like dampered by the woods around you, and the now clear red eyes are all just sort of watching all of you, and you definitely get that sense of being perceived now.
And I could see the eyes though.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mean to alarm everyone here, but I do happen to see a couple of pairs of eyes, just maybe looking at us from slightly deeper into the woods. Maybe we should be on alert or be prepared to fight soon. Hopefully, neither.
Oh boy.
Or maybe we could just go. We could come back tomorrow.
She was in
let me handle
danger.
Let me handle it. Oi! I walk up to
God.
I didn't even get a chance to
towards the
warn
eyes
them
of
yet.
the wave. Oi! Any of you brutes know Brutus?
You hear up in the tree this like growl sort of coming, like this bassy growl, this like, and you see underneath the teeth or underneath the eyes these like teeth appear, but they seem to almost like be appearing in total blackness, and this shape sort of, you can make out a little bit against the light of the sky, is definitely furry and has these long gnarled claws, but as it spreads out its arm, what you're used to being a werewolf just keeps extending. The length of the arm is grotesquely long, and it sort of like reaches down from the tree and plants itself on the ground as it's snarling and growling at you.
All right, pipe down, Pippin, and answer my question. Nope. Good yourself. I'm gonna do like lethal body or whatever. I don't have to rouse for that. It's just unarmed attacks. My unarmed attacks do aggravated health to mortals and ignore 1 level of armor per potence level. Yeah. So
you just kind of get more
protein.
jacked. You kind of just flex,
Yeah.
and your muscles stay flexed.
You're an anime character.
And another arm comes down and sort of like plants forward, and the legs kind of come down from the trees, and you see this strangely proportioned, incredibly black, just pitch black, with these red eyes and teeth snarling at you, slowly walking towards you. Leon can see this now. Imogen, you feel that evil closer now. And
Can I
Octavia.
see it with my heightened senses?
Yeah. And even in like sort of like the black and white of the forest that you can see, this like perpetually black elongated creature is stepping closer towards Jerry.
Is it the thing that went in the hole?
It's got a similar fur pattern in that like the outline of it is this similar furriness, but isn't the same shape, no.
Leon's initial reaction is to try to like talk it down or be like, hey, we're cool. Peek Leon.
You could give me maybe a wits and insight. Just for
Okay.
the vibe check roll.
Ah, the vibe check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to check the vibes, as it were.
As I'm just sneering and flexing at it.
Gonna take a hot guess and say the vibes are pretty fucking bad.
They're a little rancid. I just, from the outside looking in, this feels a little rancid. I'll be real.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 is a success, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then a crit's double? Or so it's...
2 10s is a crit, and that'll
Okay,
be
yeah.
4 result.
Okay, so then inexplicably, every single one of mine got it. So that was 7 or something like that.
Jeez.
Woo!
The vibes are
so
incredible.
casual.
The vibes are incredibly bad. This thing isn't like checking to see if Jerry is cool. It's basically stalking towards Jerry with full intent to mutilate, more or less. It seems very like just emotionless.
Bad vibes.
I think I'd like get close to Jerry and just like have my blade at the ready. Jerry, this thing near you seems to be a bit more hostile than I would like to deal with personally.
Well, I see that. So, how about this for a little plan?
Mm-hmm.
I have my fun, and y'all find that friend of yours.
See, the thing is, I don't really want to leave you alone.
It's only to distract him. It'll be for a minute. You'll come right back. My eyes never leave this creature.
Ooh, good. You do definitely get that like sense of like a panther. Like the moment you look away, it's going to pounce.
Yeah, my eyes are like glowing really red, and I'm like, I'm vibrating. Like Jerry is vibrating for this fight right now.
I'm gonna kneel down and take Prophet's face in my hands. Prophet, I know you can do this. Find Marguerite for us, please. And I'll attach my. Last episode I already attached the harness, so I'll just hold on tight and hope that he can find her scent.
Oh, he's gonna pull you?
Yeah.
Perfect. Give me just let's call it wits and survival for Prophet.
Yes. Can I use the specialty tracking?
Yes, specifically.
Ha-ha!
Your bloodhound can do that. Yes. Bloodhound.
Okay. Pretty good, but I'm gonna. Does Prophet have willpower?
No.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3 successes.
All right.
Had a lot of dice there. Too bad.
There's this pause in the air as Prophet is like sniffing. This creature is slowly crawling towards Jerry, and then everything goes off like a bang. Prophet bolts off into the woods, pulling Octavia with him. This creature, seeing that, suddenly pounces on Jerry. Imogen, you get this like pang of evil as it does. And we're going to cut to Evelyn.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Uh-oh.
Here to lighten the mood.
Are you though? Are you?
Nah. Hey, I just want to talk. I just want to talk.
So I believe we left you in the IOU in the middle of your investigation.
Yes.
What are you looking for?
Specifically, anything that could tell me. I understand that the Ravnos is involved. If I can find anything that can pinpoint a specific group of Ravnos or a person, and if I can find anything that could hint at where my gang has run off to.
All right. So we're gonna call this 2 rolls. We're gonna have you do a roll for investigating. Oh, not that one. Why is there a cheerful bell in
It's
my
Christmas.
Oh my goodness! It's the ghosts being like, we're so happy you're back. Go out. We're not.
Give me a wits and investigation for
boy.
just the interior of the IOU. Unless you wanted to go about searching in another means.
No, I think that makes the most sense as of right now. Just getting my bearings because I just found out that there weren't as many people here. So I'm very much like, okay, where the fuck is everything? This is not how I remember it. Okay, 3. 3 out of 4. It's not too bad.
So yeah, within your room, you find the signs of battle. And again, there's much less people. You make your way into the halls of the IOU, and here and there you see a body. You also see signs of what appears to be Prophet feeding, sort of wandering the halls and eating to sustain himself.
Right.
And Imogen's room is relatively untouched, other than the door sort of being kicked in. You find the dresses that she had laid out before her date. But you find something else. Sort of digging through her stuff, you find sort of like set up behind one of her armoires, appears to be an inert stone. Sort of like stuck to the back of the armoire.
Does it look familiar to the types of things that Octavia has used in the past to like track or like see?
Very similar,
things?
yeah.
Okay.
But this one is no longer has its power.
Okay, I take the stone as proof, I suppose, if I can. Yeah.
Going into Octavia's room is just like shredded. It looks like Prophet did a number on anybody that came in here, but was caught off guard.
Boy.
And you see like the remnants of where Octavia had been stabbed into the ground. And everyone is human. All of the bodies that you find, they are human, and you can see the signs of your wards sort of burned into their skin. So they managed to make it in here, but were eventually killed by either you, Prophet, or the wards. The upstairs is relatively untouched, other than what appears to be simple looting. It doesn't seem like there was that much damage. The windows are fine. You'd remember hearing that this place was decimated, but the windows seem fine, the doors seem fine. It's not as damaged as anyone had mentioned. Give me another wits and investigation for this.
Okay, sorry, I'm just writing notes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I will. Sorry, it was wits and awareness, you said? Oh, investigation. Okay, same thing again. Okay. 4. Yay!
4. Wow.
I did it.
The events of the day had been, or the night had been cleaned from the streets. Any remnants of blood or dead bees have been completely swept away, either by the weather or by somebody cleaning. And the facade of the IOU does have the occasional graffiti of, like, calling you guys Dracula or calling this place condemned or something. But sort of by the base, where the wall meets the floor, you see scrawlings that you would recognize as almost thieves' cant, for lack of better words, that your gang uses to communicate to each other in secret. And it's a location of a prison in the city.
Okay.
And the message essentially says that if anybody finds this, that Evelyn has told us to relocate to this prison.
Well, I certainly didn't fucking do that. That was certainly not what I did.
Oh, no.
Can I tell whose writing it is? I have a feeling, but
I
don't know.
You got a 4 on your investigation?
I literally had no other dice to roll.
I mean, I think it's
so it's not the greatest, but I also haven't put too much into that.
I think
yet,
at this
so.
point Evelyn knows. I don't think the storyteller needs to
really
explicitly say it.
Yeah, so that's confirmation enough for me. All right. I see that, and do I know which prison it is right away, or is there? I mean, I assume there's multiple prisons in London. It's a pretty big city.
It's in Southwark, sort
Okay.
of near the abandoned area that you guys had fought the snake, and you know that this prison is abandoned. So, for all intents and purposes, it is a good place to hunker down for the gang. But
True. Oh, Tanita was around for that fight too, wasn't she? That bitch. She knows places. All right.
Just wants to talk.
just want to talk.
Just want to talk. I just want to talk. Honestly, seeing that and knowing that that wasn't me who wrote it, I worry for the rest of my gang who might not have betrayed me. So, sorry, friends, I have to go to the prison. I have to. Like,
Fine. It's not like we're about to die or anything.
I mean, like, I
You
feel
won't
like
even
there
get to
might be
us in
other people
time.
that
You're okay.
I don't think I would. Also,
Yeah.
I don't think I could help. But Evelyn doesn't know that. She's like, "Fuck, I don't know what's going on in the werewolves, but my gang's fucked. I gotta go make sure William's okay. There was a lot of blood. That's my main. I think at this point, that's like the main thing
That's
that's
fair.
going in her head.
Yeah.
It's just like there's a lot of blood.
Are you going to make any attempt to feed or heal on the way? I guess you're still not really that hungry, but how are you looking for health?
I'm looking terrible for health, so if I'm allowed to try and heal, since I'm not near anyone currently.
Oh, did you do an aggravated already tonight?
Yeah, it's the same night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't.
All right,
I
never
literally
mind.
can't.
Then as Evelyn just wanting to talk, very...
I'm gonna be stealthy about it because I know I'm super low on health, and if it is more than just Tanita, I might get fucked up.
very stealthily make your way across the bridge into Southwark. And that's where we're going to go on break.
Oh boy. I just want to talk.
Just want to talk.
Like, I just want to talk with this werewolf guy who's coming at me. We're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Be right back.
Yay! BRB!
Good morrow, fine patron. Are you looking for music for your character, campaign, or Twitch stream? Does music move you like prune juice after a colonic? Well, here at OBP Musical, we write music from any genre, from fully orchestrated pieces like this, to video game auditory herpes like this. We have singers from Les Miserables and Disney for vocals like this.
The heroes of the North, with them we'll sally forth. The warrior knight, the maiden of Ed.
Have a bard that's written lyrics? We can write music for them. So, if you want music that rocks, come to us at OBP Musical and get your rocks off. That sounded weird. Music and songs from any genre, from opera to country, pop to thrash metal. We are jacks of all trades. OBP Musical, music for any occasion. Birthdays, weddings, having a bris. We've got you covered when others don't. Go to obpmusical.com for more info.
Have you heard of PinUpCanada.com? This fantastic Vancouver local shop offers the best selection of pinup clothing right to your door. With inclusive sizes ranging from extra small to 6X, each item has been handpicked and carefully curated by owner and former pinup model Jen Kaboom. At PinUpCanada.com, you can find retro swing skirts, dick-shaped soap, vampy wiggle dresses, glorious purses, and more. Seriously, at least half of my wardrobe is from this amazing independently owned shop, which ships Canada and US wide. Don't delay. Follow them on Instagram at PinUpCanada and visit PinUpCanada.com to find the perfect retro outfit and risque homewares today.
I've been working on my Steve cosplay, and I found the perfect piece to finish it off at the costume shop. They have wigs, costumes, contacts, and they even have a cosplay section on their website for people just like me. Head on over to thecostumeshop.com/?REF tabletop titties to get started. That's TheCostumeshoppe.com, spelled ye old way. Make sure to use the code tabletop titties with double D's to get yourself $10 off at checkout. Maybe I should make a Imogen White cosplay next.
We're back. But something different, y'all. The sun's out. It's all fine now. Everything's good.
Oh,
The year.
Not if the sun is out.
You're all dead.
it's 2022.
The year's-
It took too long.
We're back to the future again, y'all. The year is 1810. The place is Munich. We see a crowd of people assembling at the base of a hill. We see tents and shops and beer and wine and everything being set up. We see animals. We see people. We see at the top of the hill this sort of meeting area of people to come and drink and hang out. And we see sort of solemnly stumbling towards the growing revelry on the first day of Oktoberfest is Belgian Jerry.
Pop, Mick.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
no, of course.
Ugh.
You, and you see, this is the first Oktoberfest, and several people have gathered. The mood is high. People are excited. And being that it is the first day, people are mostly sober.
That's brave of you to assume.
People are recovering and going back up.
People are better at hiding it on the first day because they haven't been drunk for days.
That's true. What is Jerry up to?
Stumbling with one, half, those big, stein. Yes,
Yeah.
that's the word. He's got a stein full of beer in one hand and is stumbling through the crowd with the other, trying to find another stein full of beer or something.
You stumble across tons of different vendors trying to sell or give away their beer. This is a Hefeweizen. No, that's not right. It's been a while since I've drank beer. Okay.
It's beer, yeah, great.
Yes,
Thank
all
you,
right.
thank you. You should put that in the stein and
We got ale over here. Come get some ale.
I'll be right back.
And you're shoved another stein full of a more amber-looking liquid than the last.
He's gonna do a very big, obnoxious burp that I can't do at the moment. But yeah.
Seems like you're enjoying yourself.
Yep.
I will warn everyone I can't do a German accent, so everyone's fucking British now. It's doing that thing where they're all speaking German to you, but the audience hears it as British.
Okay.
Oh, those movies.
Yeah.
Well, you look
like Les Mis.
Yeah, exactly. You look like you're packing it on pretty early.
Yeah. Just got back.
Go back.
Aye. Yeah, my battalion, well, I think I've been officially retired. Considering they're all, like, dead now.
You see, like, this chipper-looking woman kind of, like, sombers for a moment. Oh, I'm so sorry. All the more excuse to drink, then.
Aye, celebrate the prince and his new wife, right? That's what we're here for.
I'm just here for the beer, to be honest. I wasn't paying too much attention.
So,
Kind of like cheers her
Yes.
own stein against yours. And the first day is a haze. It gets pretty dark, both sobriety-wise and day-wise. And the next few days go by pretty much the same. It's a nice change of the hardship of war, but you'd still definitely carry that weight on you. And do you watch the horse race that happens?
Yeah, I'm a betting man. Sure, I'd put some money down on the horse, not pay attention to the race at all.
Just kind of like put down the one that you like the name of.
Yeah.
A few people go in on that.
Kelly, what are all the names of the horses?
Dangerfoot.
Red and
Name the horses, Kelly.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
Money on Blitzen!
well, there's Luftballon, obviously. And then the other 98 of them are also called Luftballon.
I also have
What
to just
color are
say,
they?
Red.
I stole the Dasher Dancer joke from Dare, who wrote it in our chat. And I just was filled with the scene from Jingle All the Way of Schwarzenegger running and shouting all their names.
You easily find a few people willing to put down coin. You don't recognize them, but you recognize that sort of vibe with them. A few of them are definitely also spending their army stipends on this bet, and a few of them kind of give you like that nod. Well, roll me a d10 real quick.
Yeah. I'm prepped. Hang on. I got this. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. No, I don't.
We got all
yeah,
our
I do.
fancy vampire dice out, and now we need actual d10s, and we're like, oh, fuck. Hold on, numbers. What? It's not just a fail or a not fail, or a succeed?
Yeah, I got this. I got this. Hi. Oh, I rolled a 10.
Ooh!
Worth it. 10 out of 10.
So,
Love that.
Luftballon number 97 is the one you bet on. And the race happens, and you're kind of just there and are sort of just like existing in this space with these other men as you're all cheering at the noise more than anything else. And the horses run by, and everybody is excited as this is like the big event that was supposed to be occurring. And one of the guys sort of like stumbles into you a little bit. And you can see this like wiry kind of guy. He's like muscular, but it definitely like lacking any carbs to pack on, and his clothes are
Bullshit,
kind of.
mate.
Oh, sorry. Are you going to the fights later?
Fights?
Yeah.
What fights?
Well, depending. Looks like your horse is going to be doing pretty well here. If you bring that money down, there's a tent. It's the red and white one. It's kind of striped a little bit. It's off to the side. A few of us are going to go out there and say there's a heart of a gal that we could win if we go and fight in there. Would be nice to go
Alright.
home to.
Alright. I'm gonna head over there without waiting for the end of the race.
And you hear just like cheers and stuff as they announce the winner of the horse that you vaguely recall. And he kind of like looks around and sort of like runs after you. He says, "What's your name, friend?"
Yeah, Jerry.
Nice to meet you, Montgomery.
Oh, nice to meet you, Montgomery.
I'd recognize a fellow soldier anywhere.
Aye.
Where'd you fight, if you don't mind me asking?
I do mine, actually.
All right, I got you, friend. And he sort of like grabs, just like half, without even looking, grabs like 2 glasses of wine and hands one to you.
I decline the wine and grab a stein from a passing. Wait.
He like chugs one of the wines and puts it down and then goes to drinking the other one.
Yeah. I do the same with the stein, but like splash most of it on my clothes and then grab the other one.
Nobody seems to really mind, partially because you are huge, but also everybody is like, it's a very revelrous crowd. And he sort of leads you towards this tent, and he kind of like is becoming this almost like one of those fish that are on the sharks, where he's sort of like hyping you up a little bit. And he's like, "Oh, man, you're like a mountain. I don't even know if I want to fight you."
Yeah, hear that lot.
Wait, all right. As you're walking, the sun is... But he's going wild. The sun is sort of like setting slowly, and it's creating that like orange glow on the horizon as fires are being lit around you to sort of keep on partying into the night. And you see like a small-ish crowd around this tent that he described, and he sort of leads you up to it, and he's kind of like puts his hand on your chest and then like immediately regrets it and says, there's rumors going around about this tent, so I know it seems a bit odd, doesn't it, that, she would put herself up as like a reward to the fight, right?
No. And I push past him and go inside.
And you just kind of like stumble through the crowd. And it's inside, it seems to be almost like a makeshift shop. There's like all of these like finely crafted, like embroidered rugs and stuff. There seem to be like hand carved chairs and whatnot around the edge of the interior of this tent, as all of them have sort of been like shoved a bit to the side, creating this central area. And you see a bunch of men and a few more burly-looking women in this room, sort of just like standing in front of what is essentially a throne that has been built on the other side. And you see there is a woman that you can't remember. As this memory brushes across your mind, the image of this woman just doesn't come. You can remember a lot of things. You remember the smell of the sweat as you fight. You remember the faces of a lot of these people as you pummeled them. But you don't recall the woman. All you remember is heaps of bodies around you as this rage was released for but a moment. And the pain that came from it, even though you won all of these fights, this incredible feeling of pain and hunger. And it's that moment of pain and hunger that you feel now as this eternally black, furry creature leaps at you, fangs gnarling, claws ready to shred you. And I'm going to need you to roll me a strength and brawl.
You got this.
Can I also do feral weapons? Wait, that's a rouse check. Never mind.
I mean, if you want.
Oh, well, then yes. I'll do that.
All right. Not actually a rouse check.
No,
Oh, no,
it's
wait.
not?
I'm looking at feral whispers. That's a different thing. Oh,
Yeah,
you just got
that-
this. Never mind. So yeah, give me a
Yes, I
rouse check.
did. All right. Okay. I failed the rouse check.
You hear the sounds of meat against meat of that fight, and the soft whisper of that woman in your ears as you get slightly more hungry.
Okay. That's fine. She's got a nice voice.
Sexy sire.
Yeah. And then rolling for the strength and brawl and I love fighting and all of that. I got 11 successes.
What the fuck?
Yeah!
Wait, that's illegal.
Not so
Well,
much.
It's illegal.
I got 3 10s and then the rest of them were above 6.
Fucking hell. That's amazing.
As
That's wild.
Leon, are you
really
doing
like
anything in response to this thing diving towards Jerry? You said you were standing beside with your saber
I
ready.
mean, if Leon's or I'm Leon, ha. If Jerry said he got it, then I might just let him do his thing. But I will sit here at the ready just in case it needs a distraction.
Yeah. Well, what you see is this elongated feral creature leap at Jerry. Jerry's nails just grow into these long claws.
Full Wolverine, full Badger, baby.
And this like tumble as both of them fall to the ground and roll on the ground. And Jerry has clawed a massive slash in the chest of this thing. And you see this almost like translucent, glowing silver coming out of its chest. This liquid sort of like spills on the ground and creates this lit silver where the wound has spilled. And Jerry's just on top of it now. What are y'all doing?
I'm following Prophet if he's running.
Yeah, he is booking it into the woods. Give me a strength and
Oh,
athletics
no.
just for fun to see how that goes.
But he's my
no.
good boy. He would totally do it so I could keep up. He's been
it's
trained for this.
He's
Okay.
a sled dog now.
Strength and
mostly
what?
strength and athletics. It's mostly to see if you absolutely
is-
fail.
One dice, my friends.
Oh my god.
Stakes have
have
never
faith in
been
you.
higher. 7! I
Nice.
succeed.
You sort of wrap the harness around your wrist as he pulls you forward, and you instinctively begin to run with him through the woods. Imogen, what are you doing? Well, all of this is happening around you.
Praying.
Roll me. There's no religion
Roll to pray.
Give me an intelligence and occult roll. No.
Hey now, that's no dice. No dice.
Automatic fail.
That's like actually,
No. Are you just gonna be
Wait.
praying?
I think she is like frozen in fear.
All right.
Like
Sounds
she
good.
died today. She came back from death today.
Yeah, that's fair.
She has not been awake for like an hour yet.
Yeah. It's been less than 24 hours. This is all happening very quickly.
Very busy day.
Yeah.
Leon, now that the two of them are sort of wrestling on the ground, anything?
I really don't want to get in Jerry's way. I really don't want to get in his way. I think I'm gonna check in on Imogen, and just sort of do it, and Octavia, and see how they're doing.
Octavia, you do not see
Ow.
anymore. You
Yeah,
hear
you just
you
like,
hear barking
lead it
and
away.
running through the woods.
Yes.
But Imogen seems to be kind of
I'm
frozen
going
in place.
after Marguerite!
Oh boy. Imogen,
Yes,
are you okay?
I'm fine. We're all fine here, right? We're fine.
How about I offer my blade and my... How about I offer my blade to help, just in case something else happens to come from out of the woods. I'll protect you.
All right. I'm sure we'll be fine though.
We will.
Jerry, what's your game plan now that you sort of mounted this thing?
I snarl as I don't hear. All I heard was Octavia like running. I'm off to find Marguerite. Like one person is listening to him. So I'm gonna snarl at like Leon to take Imogen to get the GTFO. I got this. Run. And then I'm gonna take a swipe at Beastie Boy underneath me.
Beastie Boy.
Yeah.
Give me another strength and brawl then.
Yes. Let's go again. Oh, I'm gonna do a willpower on that one.
Nice.
Yeah!
Oh yeah,
Not
no,
as
just
pretty
go
as
walk
my
away.
last
You're
one.
doing so good.
Sass! The sass!
Probably not a bad idea.
Okay, well, I've got 6 successes and I failed on the hunger dice.
That's fine.
Okay.
As you call back, you get distracted for a moment as this thing lunges forward at you and almost like wraps you with its long arms, and bites into your shoulder. That is still pretty meaty from when Prophet bit into it earlier tonight.
Yeah.
And you feel this like coldness in your shoulder as it does. And you take 2 points of aggravated damage. As this thing just like rips out your shoulder.
Fine.
Oh boy!
Yike. We all be hurting tonight.
Fine.
Evelyn,
Oh, hi.
you make your way to this prison where you know that somewhere within its halls is Tanita and the rest of your gang. It is partially above ground prison. The entrance is sort of above ground, and then you know that it sort of digs down, almost like the barracks where you had found the snake. What is your game plan going in?
First of all, Cloak of Shadows is currently, like, has not been removed.
Yeah.
So super can't see me. I think I'm also gonna use Unseen Passage to try to remove any scent and sound while I'm here. So I'm going to rouse.
Arouse.
That was a success.
Nice.
So I am very unseen, and I am also very quiet.
Yeah, you were.
Pretty
And
good.
I don't smell.
You are
Arouse.
barely existent at this point.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, if it was me, I'd be in the underground part of this prison. So I think that's where I'm going to try to get to. I'm going to try to find an opening, probably somewhere. Is there a sewer opening that would lead to this place? Because that's probably where people got in.
Yeah.
If I was to be
I'll say that you,
presumptuous.
being an avid sewer dweller yourself,
I'm something of a sewer dweller
yeah.
myself.
know the way to get into this place, and being nigh imperceptible, managed to do so, you believe, fairly well, leading into this sewer, and it is sort of just like hardened at this point from disuse, and you make your way in. Also, thank you, Lost Caravan RPG, for the raid.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You've encountered a very tense moment.
For everyone.
As you can tell with the drums.
All parties.
All parties involved.
Yeah.
The bloodhound is pulling you through the woods, Octavia, and you can feel sort of just this like weight around you, and it doesn't feel like ghosts or anything like that. Like, you're used to being around spirits, and you know kind of like that feeling of spirits being here. It almost feels more like a dampening. Like your powers just are not that strong here.
Oh, okay.
But what is your plan as you are being led in quite far into the woods?
Honestly, I thought people were gonna come with me, but it's too late.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm just gonna keep going. But would you say that I'm able to use any of my abilities, both while I'm being dragged and now that I know that there's this like dampening on me?
Yeah, I'll say that you can use some of your abilities. Probably not the ones that require you to like set up a complicated mechanism on the ground. But,
Right.
something else probably.
Okay. I would like to use Sense the Unseen as I'm running.
Ooh. All right. Give me a resolve and auspex.
Okie dokie. Okay. I'm gonna use a willpower.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Damn. You pushing through that damper project your senses out into the woods, and it is a lot more involved than you're used to. Usually you can just sort of like let yourself go and pick
Right.
up a bunch of stuff, but you're almost like fighting back against the woods, and you just sort of find these veins of opening in the air. This place is cursed. As far within your vocabulary of understanding, there is a curse on this forest. Something that you have never heard of being here before. In your like experience in the city, and nobody has mentioned this before, but something has happened to this forest. And you can sense this being just over it.
Do I think it has to do with Marguerite's soul?
It has almost the exact opposite feeling to Marguerite's soul.
Oh.
Anytime that you have felt her soul within the doll, it has been this like beacon, this warm light, this comforting feeling, and this is the absence of feeling, the cold indifference of a beast, and it just is permeating across the entire forest.
Okay. Well, this is not good. I mean, this is not good! As I keep running.
Leon and Imogen, what are you up to?
Imogen, are you able to walk further into the woods with me?
Of course. Yes. Fine. Yeah. Whatever we want to do. Yep. Absolutely.
We'll be
Yep.
okay. We got this.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. How are you?
And then I will, I guess, take a point, and we will head deeper into the woods to maybe try to go find Octavia.
All right.
Probably some footprints and a trail of broken leaves and shit.
Yeah. I don't actually like. I feel like Leon's mostly going on like silhouettes of people right now because I don't know if you actually can see too well in the dark. So if Imogen wanted to try to point out where Octavia is, give me a wits and awareness.
I can see in the dark, so it's fine. So you know what? I'll do that. Hold on. I can add my aspects to all wits and awareness. That's what that is. 2.
Hell yeah.
4. Wits and awareness. That's 6. Plus my aspects. That is 2. Okay. Big dice.
No
Break
enemies,
legs.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Damn. The moment you turn your head, you can just see with your raccoon vision all of these like broken sticks and footprints of Octavia running into the woods.
Right. Let's go get Octavia, shall we? Yep. All right. And then I book it. I go. I just start going.
and mirroring of Prophet and Octavia, Imogen starts pulling Leon into the woods.
Leon, make a strength check.
Imogen is several degrees weaker than Prophet.
I'm just joking, yeah.
Absolutely. No, she's a tiny little bean. Who is still very hungry.
Yep. I mean, I will say you guys can feed off each other. That's just always an option.
No.
If you want to pass the hunger around. Belgian
No.
Jerry, you have just a void clamped into your shoulder right now, or what remains of it. Your arm is kind of getting to that point where there's not many threads holding it onto your body.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna return the favor and like try and rip out this dude's throat with my teeth.
Nice.
Wait, I can do what now?
That'll be later. I just wanted you
Yeah.
to know that if you
Oh,
do lose
If
your
you
arm,
lose your
we can-
arm, it can come
you
back
can
later.
regrow it like Deadpool. It'll be like a little baby arm.
I feel like this is a fact that Belgian Jerry is very aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I do it. I just wake up with a new arm one day.
Yeah.
Little
So give me another strength and roll. And you were trying to rip what? off?
his throat out with
Nice.
my teeth.
Cool.
Gonna do a chomp.
I
believe
got a
technical term.
9. I got a solid 9 successes.
I didn't roll too well.
Good.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
While this thing is still like gnawing onto your shoulder, you turn your head and just get a huge chunk of fur and it's like leathery skin underneath, and this silvery liquid fills your mouth, and it just tastes like the inside of a glow stick. It's just like
Like, we would know what that tastes like in the air.
whomst amongst us. Okay, let me think. Tastes like kind of like a
glow stick.
tastes like a dandelion.
1960s.
Kind of tastes like one of those little bath beads. And it's just like nauseating. It like hurts your mouth. It's like the old battery acid. But you fight through it and just kind of like start to pull, and it's this like tearing from this creature. And as you pull back, this liquid just starts to like pour out of it, the side of it. And you can see the red eyes just sort of fade and twinge as it attempts to now push you off of it.
I've had worse.
Octavia. Oh no, sorry. Evelyn.
Hi.
You have made your way into this abandoned prison, and stalking around in practically perfect invisibleness, you find remnants of people staying here.
Oh my god. Fuck. Okay. Maybe that's good for me. I'm really not in good shape.
And you can hear whimpering coming through one of the wings of the prison. A whimpering that you very much recognize.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I will go to there. I want to go to there.
You make your way, and as you walk through these wings of this prison, the like moonlight is shining through what little windows there are, meeting the street level, and sure enough, you hear the whimpering coming through the halls of William, and you find a very disused wing of the prison. It's almost a second thought for the rest of your gang, and you find locked behind bars is William, who's sort of like chained up against the wall, and he looks rough.
Okay. I'm gonna try and unlock the door in my invisibleness.
All right. This is dexterity and larceny?
It would be yeah.
We'll get it one of these. I'll get it one of these
Larceny is
days.
definitely breaking and entering. So yes.
We know what we're doing here.
We're experts. We almost have 666 followers. We're
4 away from the devil's
So
number.
close.
we do this all the time.
Every week, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll a willpower on that one.
Oh no.
As you're like struggling, you can just hear the like.
Just try to separate the ones that were successes so I don't accidentally bonk them. Okay. Yeah, fuck. Okay, no, those were all just normal successes. None of those were crits. Okay. I accidentally bonked one, but I was like, no, we're at a 10. Don't lie to me. Oh, but those two were, baby! Let's fucking go!
Ooh.
Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Nice. We see just like we're looking at the lock, and then we just see these hands appear and just and you pull the bars aside, and through dried, cracked lips, skin that has been just so
Have they been beating on him?
he doesn't look beat upon. I mean, he looks like he at some point was in a fight. You can sort of see like dried blood on his shirt. He looks more you've only seen this a couple times. He is incredibly hungry and starving for something in particular.
Right.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
And he just sort of like almost like a dried husk looks up at you and says, "Mom." And then you sort of like your visage sort of fades a bit for the sound that you were emanating goes away, and he sort of like reaches one arm out as you fade, and he's and just kind of like looks down at the ground again.
This boy needs to get out of these shackles. I'm unlocking these shackles.
All right.
Yeah.
As you begin working on those shackles, Octavia, you can feel the tugs of Prophet back and forth as he's making his way through the woods, pulling you along, and you can feel that presence around you. There's something warm off in the distance, a small seed of something that Prophet is pulling you towards.
I continue forward as fast as I can, and I would like to also scry the soul of that beacon that we're running towards.
All right.
See if there's any information I can get about Marguerite's current state.
Give me a rouse.
Oh, that was a mistake. Oh no, it's okay. I'm only at 2. It's okay. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
That's a 6.
All right. And then give me an int and aspects.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna use another willpower. 4 successes.
It's not. You're like you focus all of those veins of focus straight towards this seed, and you can feel that it tries to prevent you from getting in, but you do manage to penetrate it, and it's this warm feeling. God. Fuck.
You said it.
Is it welcoming?
The goddamn symbolism here. It is.
Tell me more.
I'm uncomfortable.
Imogen or Evelyn?
You recognize the familiar soul of Marguerite, and it's weak but not hurt. It just feels like drained, like that
Okay.
exhaustion.
Yeah.
And the amount of effort that it took to sense her, you interpret that she is creating some sort of barrier of
Oh.
where she is.
Okay. I'm coming, Marguerite. We're all coming.
What?
That was
That's
Prophet.
Prophet.
That's a dog.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
which-
okay, okay,
Come
okay,
on,
okay, okay.
Emily, keep up.
I'm so sorry that I didn't get that was the dog. I apologize.
Spoken like a true cat owner. It's fine.
Imogen, you, as you're racing through the woods, pulling Leon with you, you can hear the howls around you almost start to close in. And it seems that the path that you're now following is created enough of a disturbance that it's almost becoming this this beacon for whatever is around you. Leon, you can hear this as well, and you sort of see those red lights again appearing off in the distance, sort of rushing alongside you.
It's fine. Everything will be fine, right? It'll be fine. We'll find Octavia. It'll be fine.
I am growing increasingly more concerned with our situation. I'll be more than a little honest. Is there any?
Can I pick up a stick to hit things with as we run?
For sure,
Yeah,
yeah. You've equipped yourself with a stick.
I just want to grab a good hitting stick.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
I
just
might
in
try to
case.
activate Dread
Here's a
Gaze
stick.
as well, and like by sheer force of will, seem at least a little intimidating.
All right, give me a rouse.
All right. Wow.
I don't know if this helps, but I do have the merit I'm inoffensive to animals.
Ooh.
Ooh. If
So-
this was animals, I might consider that.
Definitely aroused.
All right, cool. So you
What do I have?
you begin to like fill yourself with that bestial energy. So roll me a charisma and presence.
You're about to intimidate a bunch of werewolves. I am so proud of you.
Yep.
I
Real
let
Jerry energy.
Leon calm that dog down by performing. I'm gonna.
All
Dare-
right, so
Dare can get
charisma
away
and
with
presence,
murder.
Right? That is the Leon guarantee. Yeah.
Do
Um,
it.
Done nothing wrong ever.
Exactly. Charisma and presence, you said.
Yeah.
So I have an important question. Never mind. Never mind. You're good for now. You're good for now. I'll be worse later.
I mean, you can rouse again to add 2 more dice if you want.
I got 3 for now.
3
One for
successes?
Yeah.
All right. You focus on this bestial energy to intimidate these creatures back, and Imogen, you're pretty intimidated. There's this howling, screaming Leon behind you now,
I'm still running. I'm running. I'm gonna continue running.
but you don't get the sense that that was enough to make these creatures flee.
Well, I mean, like, I'm not stopping at this
No,
point.
you keep running. Jerry,
Aye.
you are like now in this sort of like death spiral with this creature as it is like flailing about and trying to like dig its claws into you just so that it can get leverage to push you off of it. What's your plan?
I want to. I don't know how to best describe this. but I want to take my claws and the hole that I made in his neck, I kind of want to stretch it wider and then bite down again, kind of ripping off his head.
Ooh, nice. All right.
Yeah, that's an image.
Give me another strength and brawl for sure. And this thing is going to, like... This thing doesn't seem to be trying to attack you now. Instead, it is trying to escape you.
Trying to survive.
I got 5 successes.
I got no successes. You successfully dig in your claws, and you can feel something inside. It doesn't feel like organs or like in like body tissue or anything like that. It almost feels like you're sticking your hand into like a snake pit, but it's like wet and slithering. But you force that open, bite through what seems to be a central focus point of this, and just tear this thing in twain. And that silver just spreads all over your face, spills on the ground, and it tastes awful. It's just, again, this like poisonous taste. But you see it like wriggle on the ground a bit until it finally settles.
I want to take the head. Are there any red eyes in the, like out in the forest that I can see?
As you look, you see a collection of them begin opening around you.
I raise the head. And I'm like, who's next?
Run, Jerry!
Evelyn, you successfully get the chains off of William. And as you do, his arm just kind of like slumps to the ground, barely able to keep his own weight up.
I think he will feel somebody's touch as I guide him to the ground because he looks very weak. And then I think I will... I mean, it's... The rest of this is deserted other than him, just left here, right?
This
From
wing
what I've
of
gathered?
No, so walking through the prison, you did notice that it was used. Like,
Okay.
you recognized a lot of the setup from your headquarters. He's sort of been relocated to a disused part of the prison.
Right, okay. I will then not draw a Cloak of Shadows, and I will instead make myself known by whispering very quietly. Are there others here?
And kind of like swallows this like dry swallow. They're all here, Mom. They've all moved here. They said you told us to.
I did nothing of the sort, my dear. Were they all in on it?
No. Tanita. She's taken over in your stead.
We'll see
The others are
about
just
that.
following orders.
I see. How badly are you injured?
I'm so thirsty, Mom.
I will feed him. This might suck for me because he's very hungry.
I mean, he's in
Good thing I'm only at 1.
He's in absolutely no state to continue drinking. But you gain 1 hunger, and you see almost this like immediate change in his demeanor as the color begins to fill, and he greedily takes what you give him. Octavia, you have made it sort of to the perimeter of this now I'm like parsing all of the words in my head. This boundary of protection within the woods. You can feel almost like standing next to a strong fire, but it's not that like angry feeling that you get when you are near a fire.
Marguerite, it's us. Please let me through. And I'm gonna try and, I'll test it with my hand.
What, are you gonna stand out there all day? And you feel your hand just pass through as you sort of stumble. Took you long enough.
Hello, I'm so sorry. It's a long story. The others are coming. We have some new friends for you as well.
That can wait till later. Where's the Cyclops?
She should be coming. I felt her presence running behind me.
All right, if we're gonna get out of here, I need her.
All right.
She's not gonna be much
No
help.
pressure.
You should know that she was dead. And by dead, I mean in torpor for quite some time.
Oh, boo-hoo, cry me a river. All right, help me up, and you can feel a hand sort of grab your hand.
Okay, I'll raise her to her feet.
I love this woman.
We're gonna need some help from my friend here. Imogen and Leon. You are running as these howls are forming around you, and they're getting closer and closer. And Leon, you're basically going on senses beyond sight. But you see this glow off in the darkness of the forest. This faint sort of yellow glow in front of you, following this path that Evelyn was going down.
You mean Octavia? Because I'm not there.
Sorry, Octavia.
Yes. I was like, wait, I'm there?
What?
Yeah, Evelyn's suddenly there. But yeah, you see this glow following the path that Evelyn was down. Octavia, and you can see the silhouette now against this glow.
I'm going to suggest we follow this glow this way.
Sure thing. And as we do that, I realize that, hey, compel I don't need to do a rouse check for that. And they're all eyes that we're seeing, right? So I'm just gonna be like, freeze, 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 freeze. To all the eyes that I see.
Give me a charisma and dominate.
Yeah, okay.
Leon,
almost
give me a
7 dice
willpower roll.
Oh, right.
I roll everything that's all the blanks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you haven't
Hell
used
yeah.
up yet from doing any rerolls.
Okay. Oh boy.
That's
This will be fine.
3 successes for me.
All right.
Okay, that is 2 successes.
All right. Ooh, damn. You, Leon, in this near bestial performance that you were doing, smell this glorious feast to your nostrils, but managed just to not be compelled to indulge. And as you sort of stumble through the woods, Imogen, you are looking at these eyes, and you see a few of them sort of fading a little bit as more of them sort of spill over top of those ones. And you are managing to sort of like create this wall now of compelled creatures pushed away.
Like, freeze, stop, back away, stop moving, don't move, stay where you are, stay there, stop, freeze, just as I go.
And you feel a presence, something warm and something good.
Immediately towards that.
Yeah. Jerry,
Oi.
Poor Jerry.
give me a let's call it manipulate and intimidation.
Ooh, okay. Hang on. Sorry, I have a different page up instead of. I was ready to roll for a fight. Like, I gotta reorganize the deck. All right, which one is the dark vision? Gives me the really crazy red eyes, right? Or wait, that's not called dark vision. It's called something else.
Yes.
Eye of the beast. Yeah, I'm gonna do that to gain advantage.
Ooh, nice. So you sort of like look out at them, reflecting their red eyes.
Yeah, my crazy eyes with like silver blood crap all over my mustache.
Yeah, and you're
my
kind of
nice
like glowing now.
clothes.
You look kind of like you kind of look like that gray walking out of the woods.
Wait, what? I was doing intimidation and what?
Manipulate.
Okay. Oh, okay, so that's not so bad. And then... Yeah, alright. I can handle that. Do I get my fighting thing on me?
Sure.
Ooh, generous.
You are technically still engaged in a fight.
Okay, I appreciate that. I got 4 successes.
Ooh. You yell this, and for a moment, see them sort of like cower a little bit as they reassess their idea of all pouncing you. Anything else?
As they're reassessing, I just tote the head behind me as I like back towards where I'm assuming like I heard them go where my friends went. So like I don't take my eyes off the group, but I'm backing up as like with the head in my hand.
Back at the prison, as William is sort of regaining his strength, he sort of like grabs at you and tries to grab onto your arm and looks off to the side a little bit. Mom, you have to get me out of here. I've heard so much. I've heard so much. We
Yes.
got them. We got them, Mom.
Got who?
We can get them. We can get them. We can get Albrecht. We can get Tanita. We can get them all. Just get me out of here, please.
Very well. I think I have a clear path to exit this place without being seen if you feel well enough to... I guess I'm going to have to drop this invisibility if you're going to be able to follow me, aren't I? I guess I drop invisibility, but I keep unseen passage going, if that's
Alright.
okay. Because then he can see me, but then I will be unnoticed still.
He says, "Oh, I'll be quiet as death, Mom."
All right. Follow me.
Just roll me a Dex and Stealth, please.
Okie doke.
And I will roll one for William.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, where's my dice? Come back. There's nothing that I can do to bolster him or help him.
You've
be
essentially
stronger.
done all you can by
Okay,
feeding him. He does get powered up from your blood.
cool.
And damn, William's got a lot of Dex and Stealth.
It's kind of his thing.
Yeah, that's basically what he does.
So 8.
8 successes.
Got 3 crits. I got 3 crits.
William's like
Nice.
tired, but this is his thing. The
Yeah.
moment he sort of like gets up and feels your blood running through him, he goes into like full like scurry mode as the two of you begin to creep your way out of the prison. It's about this time that Imogen and Leon, you get to that boundary of light and warmth and good. And through sort of the almost near blinding light, Imogen, you can see Octavia, the silhouette of Prophet, and the source of this light, Marguerite. And at their feet is this slumped over bloody werewolf.
Ooh.
I think I run to give Marguerite a hug.
Leon, you see Imogen just like bursts through this light and runs up to this woman and gives her a hug.
I take it that's a friend of yours?
Oh, I've just missed you so much, Marguerite.
Actually, I can't remember now if you've met Marguerite. I think you
I
have.
met the doll.
Oh yeah.
That's right. That's right. Well,
Mar-
basically.
Marguerite takes your embrace and says, yeah, it's good to see you too. I'm sorry in advance. And she just puts her hand on your forehead, and you feel this, like, pull from your eye as all of you are momentarily blinded.
Now you know how I feel.
Oh my god. Davey's like, this is fine.
What changed?
Jerry, off in the woods, you see this faint light flicker and grow brighter. And the series of events that occur after this are a bit hazy, as you feel this, like, sudden burning, but sort of in a good way. It reminds you of getting a sunburn back when you were human. And the eyes...
Sorry, I've never had a sunburn in my life.
Well, it reminds you of sitting
Lucky.
near a fire and fucking...
It's like a little too
Your
hot,
skin is
but you're like not.
Your skin
Yeah.
is burning.
It's like
I have melanin. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
feel that.
Glow in the dark.
That's
like
on
when
me.
you're cooking something and you like accidentally graze yourself on the stove, but it's not enough
Okay,
to be like,
see.
I need to go to the hospital. It's just,
I
like,
can
it
relate to
kinda
that. I've done that before. Okay.
It reminds you of the couple times that Jerry's been out in the sun a little bit as a vampire. But the burning just sort of like momentarily clears the area around you of the forest, as all of you are swept up by this feeling of protection. And Evelyn and William, as you approach the exit of the prison, William sort of gripping your hand. What are you gonna do to her, Mom?
What she deserves.
She said she would turn me. She promised.
So, is that what she wants or what you want?
I mean, you know, it's always been a bit of a dream of mine. But I
You
don't...
see, I don't really understand that. You do know what I look like, right? Like, you know what we... This is not the place to be... We must be quiet. But
I don't want her to do it, Mom. I want to be able to help. If you're gonna give her what she deserves, you're gonna need me, Mom. And I'm no help how I am now.
well, you have a point there. Not that you aren't helpful. Disagree with that point.
Just imagine how much more helpful I could be. I'm loyal. You can trust me.
Is this you talking, William? Or is this just impulse in the moment? This is not something you can change your mind on.
I've been here for...
And I promised myself that I would never curse anyone with this. So you have to be sure. Because this is not something you take lightly.
I've been here a month, Mom. I've had nothing to do but think. I want to help you. And I want to be able to do something. I don't want to rely on you anymore. I want to be able to stand next to you and help you, Mom.
All right. But not here.
All right. And you both leave. Are you going to embrace him tonight?
Yeah. I think he's suffered enough. And also apparently not suffered enough because this sucks. He realizes how much this is going to suck.
And in the abandoned city district of Southwark, you, with your trusty ghoul, drain him of all of his blood, feed him your own, and create new blood. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
That's the name of this whole episode arc.
Oh, you know what I just realized?
What?
What?
I might have accidentally killed my one werewolf friend.
Oh no!
Well, we're going to have to find out later, aren't we?
Uh-oh.
Instant regret.
Oh, no. Maybe it wasn't your friend. Maybe it was a mean.
Really hope it wasn't. But look at you, new sire.
Yeah. It's going to be weird.
I am a sucker for a bookend. This was beautiful.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us and watching us
Wild ride.
in this chaotic and amazing episode of full tension all the way through. Your viewership really does mean the world to us. We literally could not do this show without you. So if you enjoyed yourselves enough to want to support us in any way possible, the best way to do so is by heading over to patreon.com/tabletoptitties. When you become a patron, you get to have access to a bunch of behind the scenes stuff. You get polls that affect our games. Sometimes it's here, sometimes it's on our D&D show, sometimes it's both. Bonus episodes and a lot more stuff will be coming soon. We also have a merch store. If you saw the show tonight and thought to yourself, hey, Rachel's shirt's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. I should probably get one of those. Or, something along those lines, then you should probably, or like that book, if you need books, journals, mugs, we have it all. Think of a thing, we probably have it on the store. So you can head on over to tabletoptitties.threadless.com and get titties stuff for your home and your clothes.
Titty stuff.
Get titties
Titty
stuff.
You heard me. Speaking of supporting these titties, our Indiegogo shout out for this week is Blake Sarton. Thank you so much, Blake, for supporting us and helping us make season 3 happen. We really appreciate it. And finger guns to you, Blake. Last but not least, make sure to follow us on social media at Tabletop Titties. And if you tweet us using hashtag TTTitties, you can get an NPC named after you.
There is one.
You can
There was one in this episode, but I didn't say their name.
No! Hopefully they weren't killed by Jerry.
No, they're fine.
Okay. Oh, it's probably the bloody werewolf, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out next episode. You can find all of this info on our website at www.tabletoptitties.com. And remember, when I say titties, it is with double D's. We'll be back next week with D&D on Tuesday, and this will be back on Wednesday next week.
Yay.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.